Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for June 15th, 2024, from the book of 1 Timothy, Upholding Fairness and Impartiality in Church Leadership. Previously we heard in 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 20, where Paul underscores the importance of accountability and public correction within the church. Paul balances the high view of the pastoral office with the need for transparency and justice, ensuring that persistent sin is addressed appropriately. This approach protects the integrity of the church, deters others from sinning, and upholds the standards of Christian living, reflecting the seriousness with which the church views sin and the changing power of confession and absolution. By addressing sin openly and decisively, the church can stand guard against Satan's attacks and maintain its witness. So let's continue with the book of 1 Timothy. From 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 21. In the presence of God and of Christ Jesus and of the elect angels, I charge you to keep these rules without prejudging, doing nothing from partiality. Now, in this verse, Paul solemnly charges Timothy to uphold fairness and impartiality in the administration of the church, discipline, and leadership responsibility. Paul underscores the gravity of this charge by invoking the presence of God, Christ Jesus, and the elect angels. Paul begins by highlighting in this charge, in the presence of God and of Christ Jesus and the elect angels. And this invocation serves to remind Timothy that his actions are witnessed by a divine audience, emphasizing the seriousness of his responsibility. And this aligns with other biblical teachings that stress accountability before God. So consider what the author of the Hebrews writes in Hebrews chapter 4, verse 13. And no creature is hidden from his sight, but all are naked and exposed to the eyes of him to whom we must give account. Paul instructs Timothy to keep these rules without prejudging. Prejudging involves forming an opinion or judgment without sufficient evidence. This echoes another biblical statement coming from the Old Testament. The book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 13. If anyone gives an answer before he hears, it is his folly and shame. By avoiding prejudgment, Timothy ensures that decisions are based on truth and fairness, upholding the integrity of church governance. Paul also warns against partiality, doing nothing from partiality, because partiality or favoritism undermines justice and equality within the church. The Bible consistently condemns favoritism. Let's just pick this up again from the Old Testament. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 17. You shall not be partial in judgment. You shall hear the small and the great alike. You shall not be intimidated by anyone, for the judgment is God's, and the case that is too hard for you, you shall bring to me, and I will hear it. By instructing Timothy to act without partiality, Paul reinforces the principle that all members of the church should be treated equally, regardless of their status or influence. This instruction is given within the broader context of church discipline and treatment of elders and pastors. Ensuring fairness and impartiality in these matters is crucial for maintaining the church's integrity and witness. God's peace and many blessings be with you, and thank you for listening. And please take an opportunity to share this message with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois, 60544. Thank you again for listening.